Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy. Yeah. You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Hello. How are we? Back again for a second show on this Monday. Sun is shining. Liverpool on the way to the quad. The weather's nice. How we feeling, boys?
This one's going to be a bit of a slight downer in the way of what the overall end result will be, but it's a celebration for today, isn't it? So
we celebrate him today. We celebrate.
Yeah, it's a celebration today. It's a celebration.
It's a celebration.
You know what I mean?
Celebration.
It's not even a goodbye. It's just a good luck on your new journey as well. You know what I mean?
I cut this shit, guys.
As always, guys, below, not drifty. Here, like, comment, subscribe. Make sure you do that, please, people. We've got some good topics to be speaking about with you guys today. We're going to speak about Karim Adeyemi. I know we touched on it last week, but we're going to speak about it because there is some more news about it. People are starting to link him to us. I thought it was a done deal with him going to Borussia Dortmund, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Also going to be looking at us playing Chelsea again in the FA Cup final. And we're going to be celebrating Divock Origi's birthday before bringing to you the FPL league table standings.
Got the sickest picture. Oh, my days. If we like this picture for later. You like the picture. You like the... Yeah, you like the...
I'm looking forward to it still. Yeah. So, people... Let's get into it. First topic of the show, Karim Adeyemi. Let's do this. So Karim Adeyemi. Now, obviously, guys, you know what I usually do with this stuff. When we're linked to a player, I usually compare them to players we're usually linked with and have a look at their stats, etc. I'm not going to do that, though. I'm actually going to compare him to players who have come out of RB Salzburg over the last couple of years. So I'm actually going to look at comparing his stats with that of Patson Daka, our very own Taki Minamino, and Erling Haaland. So I'm going to bring that up on the screen now. You guys should be able to see that. Do you want me to make it any bigger, boys, or pause? Do you want me to enlarge the screen?
No, that's cool for me, bro. That's cool for me. That's good. That's cool. That's cool.
Just add that. All right. So Adeyemi. Obviously, we're judging his season based on previous seasons for some of these players.
I don't see it or hear it until Cal says it.
I have to be careful, man. All right, so I'm going to add a few more stats to it. So, look at starts. Going to look at attack. So, conversion rate, left and right-footed goals, as well as headed. Because obviously, if he comes in, we're going to look at playing in potential on that right-hand side. So he compares his game alongside Salah potentially, but we're also going to look and see how good he has actually been at RB Salzburg, which is becoming a bit of a hub for players in terms of that move where players go so they can be put on display, and then again you see them at a bigger club, and you can only look at the likes of Patson Daka, Erling Haaland, Minamino, who's at Liverpool. So I'm going to look at
shout out to the people who make sure these stats are always updated as well.
Oh, yeah. I don't know how they do it still.
That's their job. That's what they're supposed to do. No, I'm joking.
But it would be so easy to miss one. Like,
of course.
All right. So Karim Adeyemi, we're going to look at this season for him. Obviously, season not complete. We're going to look at the 1920 season for Patson Daka. We're going to look at the 1920 season for Erling Haaland as well. And we're also going to look at the 18-19 season for Taki Minamino. So in terms of games played, Patson Daka's leading that. Minutes, again, Adeyemi's not far behind. But if you look at the comparison between his and Minamino played 2 more games. So that, again, is in keeping. He had slightly more starts than... Well, 1 more start than Minamino, more starts than Haaland, 1 less than Daka, although Daka did play considerably more games. Currently, in 25 games, he's sitting on 16 goals, which is no mean feat at all. Daka had a great record at Salzburg, was on 24 goals in 31 games. Haaland got 16 in 14, which is stupid. And Minamino got 6 in 27. But before anyone tries to get on Minamino, Minamino was not playing there as a striker. He was playing more of a second striker. In terms of headed goals, only Haaland and Daka, and they both got 1 each. So again, maybe that's just the way that Salzburg play. Maybe he could be a bit more prolific in the air as he gets older, but no headed goals. This is where I think it gets slightly more interesting, though. Out of the 16 goals he scored, this doesn't make sense straight away. Because if 6 and 9 is 15, so where's that other goal come from? What did he score that with?
I see what you mean.
Yeah, maybe he scored it with chest or something.
Hold on, who are you looking at? Sorry,
Adeyemi.
Adeyemi, yeah.
No,
So
that
maybe-
will make sense, guys. Like,
No,
No,
9 and
16
9
goals.
and
He's got
6.
9 with his
Yeah.
right. So 9 with
yeah,
his left,
and 6.
with his
9 and
right.
6 is 15, bro. And the thing says 16 goals.
maybe the other one was a penalty. Do they count the foot you kick it with if it's a
Yeah,
penalty?
still count the foot.
It all
though.
counts, yeah, because it'll be that foot in it, regardless.
Maybe
See,
it
I
was
told
maybe
you.
it was a deflection off of his knee or something. You know,
Yeah,
could have been.
possibly.
You lot put too much respect on the people that are updating these stats. They messed up, bro.
No, that it could have just easily bounced off of like any part of his like back or
That's
his chest or
heartless, you know.
anything like that.
That is absolutely heartless. But if you look at the way he's scoring goals, so Daka scored again 12 with his right, 11 with his left. Showed that he's two-footed when it comes to being in front of goal. Haaland predominantly left. Minamino predominantly right. Pretty spread out for Adeyemi. 6 with his right, 9 with his left. Conversion rate is where it starts to get interesting. Only Haaland's got a higher conversion rate. And everyone was lauding over Patson Daka. Adeyemi, if I'm not mistaken, sometimes plays on the right of a 3, and his conversion rate is still higher. In terms of passes attempted, he finishes 3rd in this list. Does have a few more games to play, though. You'd expect him to get past Patson Daka's record of 409. Minamino, he might not hit. Again, different positions, though. Minamino is more involved in the build-up play. Through balls attempted, again, pretty much neck and neck for all of them. Successful layoffs, though, again, pretty much neck and neck with all of them apart from Haaland. Duels on the ground, probably where he needs to improve, obviously. But again, that could come with age and experience. So, guys, we've seen Minamino come to Liverpool, and maybe he hasn't replicated his Salzburg form, but he's still been good for Liverpool. We've seen Haaland go to a new level at Borussia Dortmund, and the jury's still out on Patson Daka. Now, obviously, we're linked with Adeyemi, and we all know he could cover on the right-hand side and replicate some of what Salah does because he's predominantly left-footed. He can also play as a number 9 as well. Drift, I'll come to you first because I know who you want to fill in for that position. But Adeyemi, what's your thoughts when you see his stats, when you've seen some of the highlights of him playing, some of the hype you hear around him? Do you think that it'd be a risk worth taking trying to get Adeyemi?
What's the fee that they're talking?
Around 35.
Oh, look, anybody who we scout, I don't really think should be questioned based off of the track record. But from what I've seen personally from the eye test, I think he's all right. I don't want to be disrespectful, and I don't know what you lot think of him, but I think Patson Daka is the type of guy that's a good comparison with him because I feel the level that he's at and the level that he can aspire to is around the same type of thing as Daka. And he's the type of player, and again, with no disrespect, we're an upper echelon team.
Yeah.
We're creme de la creme. And I believe if you're of that type of level, to prove that everybody shouldn't have doubts and that you can take the next step, I think you need to do what Daka's done and go to a Leicester.
So Matt, you just put the message out. Thoughts and prayers to Ronaldo and his family. News has just broken that his baby boy passed away. I think it was a stillbirth.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah,
Obviously
Hold
yeah,
on,
it
are we
was.
which Ronaldo are we talking about?
Cristiano.
I'll quickly just read this statement. It says, "With our deepest sadness, we have to announce that our baby boy has passed away. It is the greatest pain that any parent can feel. Only the birth of our baby girl gives us the strength to live this moment with some hope and happiness. We would like to thank the doctors and nurses for all their expert care and support. We're all devastated at his loss. Sorry, at this loss, and we kindly ask for privacy at this very difficult time. Our baby boy, you're our angel. We will always love you." I'm not gonna lie.
Did they have
That's
have
horrible,
twins
man.
and one of them was a
Yeah,
stillbirth?
it's twins. That's horrible, man.
That's mad, man.
So yeah,
Nah, that's
thoughts
horrible.
and prayers for Ronaldo
Thoughts and prayers,
and
man.
family. Yeah, very sad.
Trust me.
Yeah. Sorry to interrupt you there, Drift. You were saying.
No, that's real shit, innit? We're just talking football. That's when life gets a bit real for a minute, innit? That's that. Like, I've already got a headache, and that just made me feel sad. Still, that's kind of mad.
That's heartbreaking.
It's real.
Yeah. So basically, I think you need to take the next step, and that will prove whether you're capable of going to the top level. And I think what Dak has done going to Leicester is the type of thing that I'm talking about. Like when Haaland went to Dortmund, I think you need to go to another club that's better than the club that you're at, a higher level than you're at, but not quite the top level. So it's like, okay, you can cut the mustard at this level. You should be able to now go and take another step. I think sometimes taking that step from the lower to the higher, it can be a bit much sometimes. I think we've all looked at the situation with Minamino, and I think we're all in agreement now that he's a lot better than we initially thought in the first 12 months or whatever it was. But maybe that first 12 months was due to it being such a massive step up for him. Maybe he did need to go to a Newcastle first or something like that, or Southampton, and then learn some football and then take that next step up. Who knows? And do Liverpool have time? Yeah, a little bit. I think maybe the next player we buy could have a little bit of extra time on his hands as long as Mane and Mo get their things signed up in there here for the long term. Because he's not going to be coming in and being asked to hit the ground running the way, say, Jota was. Jota wasn't even asked to. He just did it like a G. But you get my point. So, yeah, I think they need to take that type of a step first when they're that type of a player. You know what?
Sorry, hold that there, Drift. Hold that there. I want to throw another question before I come to you, Matt. I hear what you're saying about the next step, and it is very much logical. I'm going to throw some names at you. Jude Bellingham took the next step. Now he's pretty much unattainable for most clubs. Erling Haaland took the next step, pretty much unattainable for most clubs. Is it not worth maybe taking the risk now? And yes, 35 mil is not just throwaway money for us anyway. But is it worth maybe taking the risk now at 35 million with him being 2021 rather than giving it 3 years when instead of him being 35 mil, like Haaland was 12 mil and Jude Bellingham was peanuts, you're now talking about triple figures. Is it not worth maybe taking that risk?
I mean, that logic also works. Yeah, you're bang on. And I think that was one of the things Matt was talking about last season or the beginning of this season where, like, why do we care? And as you rightly said, Haaland wanted Dortmund. You couldn't really do anything about that. But like Matt was like, why did we let him go there? Why did we just stand back and watch it happen while, everyone was sleeping on that apart from Dortmund? So you got a point. Like, you do actually have a point that you could end up being like, bro, man, they want 80 mil for Bellingham. That's mad, isn't it? Like, we should have just went and got him from Birmingham. But at the same time, bro, do you know why I don't think it's that big of a deal, even though you're banging the money with it? Is sometimes I only think the player becomes that player that you want for 80 mil because he took that move. Do you get what I mean? I think if Bellingham had gone to a Man United straight away, we might be like, oh yeah, that's a bad idea for his career, innit? Like, you just don't know, do you?
Man U, yes. Man City.
Well, Man U were the team that wanted both of them, remember? Man U were the team chasing both of them hard.
No, we wanted him as well.
No, but I mean, Man U really were trying. Like, they even put in bids and everything in it. Like, Man United
were
really pushing
further
for both
along
players.
from what it looked like. They were further along. We was interested, but I think you're right. They were further along. Do you know what? Like, sorry, I'm saying, do you know what? Is it to say I know what Carl's going to ask me?
This will be interesting because if again, you guys have kind of last couple of weeks, you guys have kind of spoiled my question. So if you do this again, man, I'm not gonna lie, I might just
because
the stream, bro.
I don't know. I don't know exactly what he's going to ask about Adeyemi, but I don't know whether you're going to say to me like, oh, would he be like the perfect kind of not replacement, but the understudy to Salah, like help him, like how sort of Diaz has helped Mane. I don't know if he's going to ask me that, or was he actually going to ask me that?
Yeah.
No,
No,
I swear
no,
seriously.
Go true, man. There's no point me being
Right,
there.
I Drift. I'm not gonna lie. When we actually hijacked man's laptop, it was a real thing, bro. I'm not gonna lie. So it was a real. But honestly, that's what you're gonna ask me.
Yes, Matt. Of course, I was going to ask you, bro.
I'm not gonna lie. Stevie and Kyrie are definitely on the phone.
They're definitely talking business right now.
I saw him in there earlier and thought he was just bantering, bro. It's making sense now. Here you are, man. Let me tee you up. So Adeyemi can also play on the right hand side of a front three. He's predominantly left-footed, Matt. Do you think that him coming in to be an understudy for Salah could potentially help him? Because he could potentially replicate his game and give Salah some minutes to rest. Go for it, Matt.
Let me sound surprised.
Surprise!
Surprise!
I can't believe you did this.
You're taking everything I work for, Matt. You're taking everything I work for, Matt.
Don't get me started, you know.
I'm gonna ask more questions.
Everything I work for. You know the real money phase. This one thing I would say about Adeyemi. I think he's quality. I really do. Do I think he can kind of replicate what Salah does to a certain degree? Yes, especially in our system. Because when we play a front three, they're not wingers, they're wing forwards that like to make those outside to in runs. They don't make outside to they make outside to in runs, not inside to out, innit? So we're always looking for that half space, as Kyle likes to say, the half space in between, innit? So, and he's very good at finding space. One thing I will say, I saw in the comments that is kind of true. Yes, Adeyemi, his build isn't like, I wouldn't say it's like Taki. He's nice, but disrespectful. Is it a little bit bulkier than Taki? However, I don't know if people remember, but Patson Daka, at Salzburg, he wasn't really built at all. But if you notice, Patson Daka's putting a little bit more weight and a little bit more muscle for the Prem, and that's just through player development and probably coaches being
hanging
like,
around
you know what?
with Iniacho, bro. That's why.
Yeah, Iniacho, you know,
Iniacho's been giving him that Nigerian food to
straight
bulk him
yam
up,
and
bro.
dumpling, fam. It's peak.
Is it pounded yam that
pounded
they eat?
yam? Yeah, they might have pounded yam.
He's got Daka and that pounded yam, bro.
But yeah, in terms of Adeyemi, in terms of like, again, training regime, that's not even a problem. I do genuinely feel like he can replicate because his playing style is very much like he's got very good close control for starters, very good acceleration, he's pretty quick as well, nimble and key as well, being agile. When you're on the wing or wing forwards position, you need to be kind of agile, be able to move like and find that space. He does strike me as someone that could kind of replicate that. So if we was to get Adeyemi, I'm not going to lie to you, I used to speak about Adeyemi from last season. But when I heard Dortmund were involved, I think I said to you, man, if Dortmund are there, there's no point then because he's definitely going to go there because they're just going to give him first team football. Something that we wouldn't do. For us, it will be like, you can play for Liverpool, but you have to earn your way. Whereas Dortmund will be like, you're going to be the guy. And especially if Haaland goes, you will be the guy. You have to be the guy. So it's a different type of thing. For us, it's more about, would he be cool with rotation at this certain stage of his career? And you have to earn your spot. A bit like what Diaz has done, but obviously Diaz being older. And, you know, so it's just about balance. But I think he brings balance, Carl. I think he brings balance to our attack. He brings balance to the force, a little Star Wars line for the people there. He brings balance to the force, man.
Gonna ask you a question now, Drift. Adeyemi's 20 years old. He's already a German international as well. He's just turned 20, 18th of January. We have another player who's already at the club, and he's 17 years old and going to be 18 in October, and that's Kaide Gordon. Now, we've seen Kaide Gordon play some games this season, and he's not looked out of place, barring maybe the Arsenal game in the League Cup semi-final when he missed a sitter. If Adeyemi was to come in, or let's say any other player comes in, does that potentially stunt the growth of Kaide Gordon?
I reckon Kaide Gordon would have to go on loan anyway, Cal. because he's not going to play. He's at that same age. Like there comes a crossroad in every player's career where they're not old, but they're getting to the point where they're going to stunt their growth if they don't play big man football, as we call it.
See you at
And
the crossroads.
that's what happened
when
with
you say crossroads.
that's what happened when Blackburn took
You're gonna miss
Harvey.
everybody.
You know, when it was him, when it was him. So I don't know why. When you say crossroads, I just thought bone functional.
So I've just got crazy in my head now.
Trust me.
But yeah, I feel he needs to do the Elliot thing. It was big man football that made Elliot feel comfortable to come back to Liverpool.
Sorry to cut you though. Just sorry, I know I keep cutting you. Elliot was playing big man football before he came to Liverpool, though.
I know just about though, innit? Like he had, but like it was very. I think it was only 7 games or something like that. Like it was still quite a small sample. So he proved he could cut it at that level. But in terms of like getting that consistency going and stuff, he needed that Blackburn move. And the Championship does make you grow up a bit quicker as well. Because it's fogging down there. Do you know what I mean? In the Championship, you get roughed up. Do you know what I'm saying? Like...
the bone.
So yeah, he needed that big man football, and he you know what I mean, he got used to playing with people being aggressive, trying to take him out, all that stuff. He came back to Liverpool better for it. I think Kai, aka Younger Drift, I think he needs to go out there and
hold on. Don't just scoot past that. Where'd this come from, bro?
He reminds me of myself, innit?
What? Yoga, what? You a striker, bro?
Yeah. No, that's what I'm saying. He's better than me technically, but
hold on. Was you left-footed?
No, I wasn't. But it doesn't.
You play right wing.
It doesn't have to be identical.
How does he remind you, bro? No, you and Cal are the worst. Stop trying to jump on people's boats.
Bro, let's clear this up. I've never jumped on a boat that I weren't already on in it. That's what I'm saying.
What? Yeah. This guy.
Second of all, I've never attached myself to a footballer still.
All right, people, this is Cow and Drift right now. This is them two right now. Yeah? Drift with the kiting and Cow with the nabby to them. You? No, me. You to me. Me to you. Me to you. You to me. All right, you, man. Shameless.
He did. No. Look, he's a better footballer than I ever was. And he's only 17, so I'm not even. But, like, he just reminds me of myself when I was coming through. Like, he's got the pace. You know what I mean? He got good shooting. He's got more skill than I had. But, you know, good finish. He can actually shoot with either foot. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so he just reminds me of younger me, do you know what I mean? But hopefully he'll go on to bigger and better things. So, well, he's already achieved more than I did anyway.
I was going to say, he plays for Liverpool, bro.
But you get my point.
I know what you're saying. I know you're saying.
So I think he needs to go and play big man football now. And
yeah.
I wouldn't put, the thing is, I got faith in him, but I don't want to put pressure on him. Let him go and, you know what I mean? Fulham, if they don't come up, which it looks like they will be, that's the type of team I probably want him to go to, where he'd be playing good football, similar style of football. We have a good relationship with the club already. Bournemouth, if they don't come up, maybe go there. You know, the type of team that plays football, not one of them like Burnley type championship teams that just, you know, keeps the ball in the air all the time. And, right, you know, they go to a ball playing, even Norwich, who were going down, like they play ball, innit? Let him go Norwich on, like, you know, like that type of team where he'll actually play football, like proper football, pass and move and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I think he'd have to go. I don't think it will stifle him because I don't think he'll get much time anyway.
Can I ask you a question? In fact, I'll throw this one to you, Matt. Drifty's brought out some very good teams there. You like to your Fulham, excuse me, your Norwiches, play teams like that. We saw Harvey Elliott go to Blackburn, ball out.
Yeah.
If I'm not mistaken, Leighton Clarkson was at Blackburn as well this season, and by all accounts did decent there as well. What would you say to Kai Gordon maybe going to like somewhere like a Dortmund where he might not be an automatic starter, but him being around top level players, him being around teams in Europe and all that. Same with Musiałowski. I know Dortmund are really, really keen on Musiałowski. Would you maybe consider sending one or both of them there on loan, even if it was a 2-year loan? Let's say if we did get an Adeyemi or someone else to fill that void.
I would, because if I'm being genuinely honest, and this is the only reason, Adeyemi probably seen it in a higher light because he's playing first team football. And even though it's the Austrian league, Salzburg is still better than a couple of appearances here or there for Liverpool. So the best thing, in my opinion, would be, okay, let's see. It'll be like this, yeah. Get Karim in, and then you'll be like, okay, so Kaide and Musialski, so for example, more Kaide. We'll talk about him on the right hand side. Let's see what you're about. Go and learn to Dortmund, like you said. Maybe even a Schalke. Somewhere where you're playing in a very good league, but you're playing more first team football. Because you see, Harvey Elliott, I can't lie to you. I feel like the loan at Blackburn really helped his career, and I think it fast tracked him because even though it was a championship, he's playing with grown men. It's different from playing at Liverpool every now and again. Not only that, playing in the reserves or the under 19s kind of thing. It's very, very different. I feel like the same thing should be for Kai Gordon because I think Kai Gordon is talented. However, to know if he's really got it, it might have to be. If this was actually to happen, you bring in your Adeyemi and he goes out on loan, bro. Because here's the thing, it's a win-win situation. If he does really well there, we're gonna want him back, right? We're gonna want him back regardless, because he'll be seen part of the future. If he doesn't do as well, but is okay, Liverpool might go, oh, do you know what? Dortmund, what are you saying? We'll give him for you for this price. We get money off him. Not in a rude way, but it's sort of like a win-win situation, especially if you've got an adequate replacement coming in, so to speak. And not only that, who's to say the two can't coexist? There was a segment in wrestling when people thought Austin and The Rock couldn't coexist. They did, fam. They did. So when it comes to youngsters, they can it just depends on if they are good enough. Because let's be real. In our own fan base, I'm going slightly off topic here, but you understand what I'm talking about. In our own fan base, there's a lot of people that are kind of, you're either a Salah fanboy or a Mane fanboy. We have two amazing world-class players, bro. They coexist for a reason. One has a bad day, one has a good day. Sometimes they both have good days, sometimes they both have bad days. But my whole point is they coexist. There's no reason as to why these two youngsters can't coexist if we was to get Adeyemi. I hope you get what I'm saying.
Another name, I got a shout out to Demo because I was going to come to this one next. Musialski.
Bro.
He's been very unlucky this season with not being able to get game time, especially in the League Cup. Klopp's very high on him. Liverpool is a club very high on him. Do you think we're sleeping on him? I know Kai's been getting the game time. I know we've been linked with Adeyemi, but do we think that there could be a situation where it's like Klopp sitting there saying, I love watching Kopish, but you lot are so wrong here because we've already got a player?
So Promo knows what I'm talking about.
What is it, guys? Because I know one or two times it was unfortunately an injury. But what is it why he hasn't been given the game time that a few of the others have?
I think first time was injury and then the other one was illness.
Yeah, Musialski. Do you want to know something? All right, Cal, in fact, no, I'm saying, Cal, that's disrespectful. You both probably have seen it. There's a video with Jeremy Lynch.
Yeah, F2. Yeah.
Musialski was the third guy, right?
Yeah.
But putting in the crossing.
Yeah.
I found it kind of interesting that they used him. Yeah. Remember, they've got one of the best freestylers in the world, and they're thinking, if we're going to bring someone for the youth academy, they've got to show up and show out. They've got to show what we're about. They picked him for a reason. It's even little things like that when you think to yourself, do you know what? They think of him highly still, like mad highly. They know
so much as well.
Yeah, there was room. Yeah, there was even, I think, last season where they were talking about Dortmund wanting him. And I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I don't know what his contract situation is right now, but I really hope it's not in a situation where Dortmund can kind of poach him or he's got a year left, because I'm telling you, from what I've seen of him, and I know it's not big man football, but you can see the talent is there. It's just about replicating that on the big man stage, which I genuinely feel like he will be able to do. I don't know how you lot feel about that, but
is he not a man who needs to go on loan as well? Then, like we're saying about Kaide?
I think he is, bro. I think he does need to go on loan.
He's very little. He needs to get used to big man football.
No, but bro, here's the thing. I don't want to.
People make out.
Yeah, he's not. Put like this.
Well, if he went into small in the under 23, so he must be kind of small.
No, see, I'm gonna say
Some of them youths are big, you know, Drift, bro.
yeah. He's small. He's small in height, but I wouldn't say his frame though is small. Like in a sense of like,
Oh yeah,
if
he's
he
not
was
skinny. Yeah, he's not skinny like Kai.
Alex,
Yeah,
he could-
Kai is like little, innit? You can tell
Yeah.
Kai's like little
and
and
he
he's
could
short. Like,
probably move Taki. Well, he could probably move pre-regime Taki. I don't know what Taki's because Taki's on a different thing now. But you see Taki when we first got him, he could move Taki though.
yeah.
Don't know about now though.
I don't
yeah.
know what kind of diet he was on before, but maybe he's changed his diet.
Oh, I
'cause he's
told you,
definitely
man.
stronger now.
What did I say? It was crisp on popcorn diet or something.
So
Yeah, man,
base,
what really?
base facing space said he's 5'9", which is pretty much Mane and Salah's height.
That's their height, bro.
Bro, he looks shorter than that to be
Contract
honest.
ends in
I'm telling you,
2024.
Chris,
So we've only got
I
2
worked
more
in a college
years.
a couple of weeks ago, bro, and these 16 and 17-year-olds were walking past me, bro, and the bruv, I was like, you're right, sir. I was like, all right, yeah, bro, what do you want? Like, bruv, some of these kids are just, they're built different.
Yeah,
I don't
it's
know
mad.
what
They're
That's
different
like
range
that.
now.
You know what that is, isn't it? That's the Iceland diet, bro. You know what I mean? They need to have some good home cooked food, man.
bruv.
Nah, they're on some next thing.
They're
There's something
way
they're not telling us,
I'm
bro.
talking about just tall.
Yeah, it's all
and-
the things that they put in food for it to last a month. There's nothing you should be able to put in your fridge that lasts a month. Let's keep it a buck. It's all these preservatives, bruv. That's why these kids are giants now, bruv. Look
I'm
at
trying
America.
to think, is there anything that will last a month?
The land of
Maybe
giants
butter.
is America. And where is the food more processed than anything, bruv? In America.
True.
You don't grow normal human beings on that
So what you trying to say?
home-cooked food, man. You don't work like that, bruv. That's Iceland diet, bruv. That's what that is, bruv.
I hear that. Go get through some super chats. We'll go to the next topic. Lakers says, big up lads, and Cal, my foster child moves next Monday. Happy and sad about it. We'll miss her loads. Keep doing your thing, Lakers, man. What you're doing is very, very special, and takes a special person to do what you're doing. So
trust me, bro.
Congratulations on that, man. Chris Bratt from the LFC Day Trippers, big up the Day Trippers, says, Cal, can we talk about Mane as a number 9, 6 goals in 7? Did you put Chris up to this, Drift?
No, but I want an answer.
All right. All right.
I got the answers.
When there was talks of Mane playing in the number 9, or when the first time he kind of did it was Norwich, I was very skeptical about it. I didn't like the idea of it, and I'm in the mud, proven wrong. I can't even get out of this one because there's records and there's receipts from numerous sources. So I've got to hold this L. But it feels nice to hold this L, because if we get another 5-6 years out of Mane, then all the better for it.
Yeah, 100%.
Do you want me to go next?
Anyone can hold an L when it means Liverpool win. That's just how it goes, man.
Yeah.
I'll go next, doing it. Like, obviously, the people want to know what I have to say. All I can really say is this: I've always backed Sadio. I don't even know why I'm laughing. I've always backed Sadio. Nah, big man thing I have. But there's been times I have doubted him. I can't even front. Just like Cal, I'm gonna own it. There's times when I think me and Cal were harsher on him. Nobody didn't believe in him. We were harsher on him. We were harsher. And that was because of the season I think he had, what was it, 1920, when we thought, do you know what? He's not been himself, and we hope it's not like, because obviously, COVID didn't, remember we're talking about long COVID and whatever. I mean, we don't know how is he going to be like in 2-3 years' time. Luis Diaz, in my opinion, I know Klopp, funny enough, come out today and said, Mane's always been amazing. He doesn't need no one to kind of push him, but I kind of slightly disagree with Klopp, because that's like him also like speaking for Mane, which he can't do. He can only speak from what he sees. But in my opinion, I genuinely feel that Luis Diaz has given him a new lease of life. I really do. Like, I really feel like he's thought, like, what, you think you're going to take my spot? This ain't happening. And even credit to Klopp as well for thinking, do you know what? Let me not just put Mane to the bench because we've got the new guy. Let me find a way for him to find his feet again, so to speak. And he's done that, bro. And do you want to know something? He's gone to AFCON, and look what he's done at AFCON as well. Like, and I know Senegal were one of the favourite teams, but there was a lot of responsibility on Mane, to the point where a couple of years ago they were saying about how, for a Senegalese world-class player, he should be doing more. And they were talking about him winning AFCON, funny enough. And look what he's done now. He went head to head with Salah, and some people won't like it, but just a Liverpool fans, like, you gotta give man credit. Like, he went and done his thing, because if it was the other way around, we'll be praising Salah. We're gonna give the praise to Mane. He done his thing. Went up against his boy, and he said, no, not today. I am the guy. I am the captain. I was Klopp's first signing. Look at me. Let me show you something. You see me. But no, big up to Sadio, because listen, I remember, and this is me being so real, and Jiff will remember this. I remember when we first signed Sadio Mane and Gini Wijnaldum, and I can be honest here, I'm an honest guy. Bro, when we signed them, Drift was so gassed, like I've never... It's almost like we signed Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi. And this is me. Jiff, calm down, bruv. Like, all right, Sadio Mane is good. Well, that's good, but they're not world-class. He was like, bruv, I'm telling you. Oh, yeah, as I said, I didn't even know your thoughts. Drift was like, bruv, I'm telling you, Sadio is sick. And I was like, bro, he's good. But let's see if he can replicate at Liverpool. Can he do better? Because at Southampton, I'm not gonna lie, I used to think he was a bit of a purple patch type of player, and that's just me being honest. There's no shame in my game, but I'm gonna be honest, bro. He's done more than what I ever thought he would achieve at Liverpool. Even Gini Wijnaldum. You have to give our recruitment staff all the credit in the world for finding the players, and if you don't think they're finding the players, at least getting the players at the right time. Not too early, not too late. So yeah, man, big at Sadio Mane. He's the king, bruv. Trust me. I know we talk about King Salah. We've got to talk about King Sadio as well, bruv. The guy's an absolute legend. Love the guy, man. And that's just me keeping it real. Can't even front.
Just quickly on that, yeah. What's funny is, even though, I mean, there was definitely a couple of times when I was like doing the like, I love it, you man, love it. Like, you know, like, but when he was getting rushed, and that was everyone, even people in the comments. But at the end of the day, what I always try to let people know, and I think maybe when it comes to certain people, you're allowed to have certain reservations. So say someone comes in, Demo, don't kill me. Say someone comes in like Minamino, and they don't have any actual credit in the bank, and then they perform poorly, and people jump on. Even though maybe it is a bit premature or whatever, you can still go, well, he doesn't have any credit to back it up. But you see, when you get a player who's got all the credit in the bank, this is what I always say to people, like, you're allowed poor form. And poor form can last a year. Poor form isn't necessarily only just a couple of weeks. Like, you can have personal problems. You can have things going on. You can get into your own mind too much. You can be over, like, do you know what I mean? Like, let's just be real for a minute. And I pray I'm completely wrong in this. But let's just think about something. Imagine Mo going to AFCON, coming back the way he has, and he's not quite been the same. That is very reminiscent of last year, where Mane started to drop his form around January, because Mane was good first half of the season. It was a turn of the year when his form dropped off. So say we get to a point now where we're going into pre-season and Mo's played exactly the same way he's playing now, all the way through. And then we start next season and he's still playing that way. Is everyone going to say Salah's done? Get him out the club. He's over the hill. He's on the decline. Or would you be like, well, maybe it's just like what happened with Sadio, where it's just poor form and just wait for the guy to sort it out, because class is permanent. Like, you can't be good for 4, 5, 6 years. And then when you have poor form, even if it lasts longer than it should, all of a sudden you're just done. Like, you know what I mean? Everyone just giving up on you. No, like, you know what I mean? That you have, they're people, they're humans. They're going to have bad form. Not everybody can perform great. And you know what? If they're chipping in every now and again throughout, the way Bobby and Mane did during their poor form, yeah, they weren't playing to the level that we knew they could, but they were still chipping in. It weren't like they were just like, what's the point in these guys even being here? So, like, just let a man play for his form. Before the hamstring injury, look how good Bobby was playing. Like, he actually did rediscover his form. That injury knocked him back again, unfortunately, which is what was so annoying about it. Because that was old Bobby before the hamstring injury. Like, he was back, he was playing well, doing what he was good at. Like, class is permanent, guys. Like, you can dip in form. You can, man. So don't give up on the real quality players. The young ones coming through, or people who aren't really, like, you know, yeah, fair enough. But not the goats of the club. You know what I mean? Like, we can't just give up on them if they go through bad form. And they're human. Shit happens, man.
Yeah, dudes. Big up to Dave's LFC chats in the building. Make sure you
big
go
up
check
Dave.
out
What's going on, my bro? What's going on, bro?
Also, I see Lee in the comments as well. Big up Lee. Clay
going on,
says, Kaide, Musliavski, Kanonir, and Balagizi. Yeah, the future is looking bright potentially.
Hold on a
P-
minute. They've got a UFC fighter in the unders, yeah?
well, Jared, yeah.
Yeah,
P. Al says United game, one to play Liverpool, Benteke or Carroll.
Benteke. I
What?
keep on telling
United
people
game
Benteke
on-
might have been a flop at Liverpool, but as an overall footballer, he's not as bad as it got
I
made
don't
out that
know.
he
I
is.
mean, Benteke
He's the
scored.
epitome of purple patch.
No, I hear that,
Yeah.
but he's still got a lot more ability than his Liverpool career makes him look
You
like.
know
though.
what? I don't know. You see the Carroll. You see Carroll. Carroll scored 2 goals against Man City. That was a highlight of Andy Carroll's career for Liverpool, I think. I'd
No,
say.
Everton semi-final as well.
Carroll had
Yeah.
a brilliant header on him, and he had a brilliant shot on him.
Yeah, but again, he had to have the time and space for that, though.
No, the FA
Benteke-
Cup. No, we gotta give some credit. The FA Cup final goal he scored against Chelsea back in 2012. That was a very good
bro.
goal.
No, what I'm no, it's a good goal. What I'm saying is though, I'm picking Benteke over Carroll though. It's not even close.
I'd probably just go in with no striker.
Nah, come on, Cal.
That's not the question.
If
bruv.
both players were like playing to the best of their ability and injury free, they are actually quite talented. Like, so just for a one-off scenario, just like think about that.
Benteke, bro. Look
you
at
know
the
what I'm
bicycle
saying?
kick he
They
scored.
weren't that bad, bro.
For when we lost, and again, I'm just telling you the quality that they both possess. It just didn't fit us, innit? It didn't fit the system, innit?
I'm not even gonna lie. He's got a bicycle kick at Old Trafford for Liverpool. You gotta get some credit, bro.
I mean, we've seen
Benteke-
Andy Carroll score bicycle kicks.
Carl,
Yeah, but Andy Carroll, that's what I'm saying. That at the peak of their powers, they are talented. It just their career just didn't work out.
If you had to pick, though, we're not saying. Listen, we know both aren't great. We're just saying if you had to pick one, bro.
I'll flip a coin. Let's go Benteke.
You flip the coin, but still says still said Benteke because
If
know.
No, but if you ask me this question tomorrow, I could say Carroll, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
Yes, bro. They're both just not good.
You know
Bob,
what, though, yeah?
I don't rate either of them. I'm just saying on their worst or good days, I'm picking
You see
Benteke
a
over
peak
Carroll.
Andy Carroll, yeah?
With Trent and Robbo.
With Trent and Robbo, he actually would be a problem still. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, Matt's thinking about it now.
No, he actually would. I'm not gonna lie, because there's not many players in the league, in the history of the Premier League, better in the air than Andy Carroll.
I'm not gonna lie. Do you know what? Bun them boys there. We ain't gonna worry about them guys anymore, man.
Yeah,
we ain't gonna worry about them guys anymore. No, we ain't gonna worry about. No, I'm just saying we ain't gonna worry about them guys anymore. We're past them. Like, in all seriousness though, we're past them guys there. You know.
Yeah, facts.
We don't have to worry about no target man thing.
Paul Anthony saying Ronaldo, yes, indeed, blessings.
No, big up. I'm saying big up. Sorry,
family,
thoughts
man.
and prayers. Big up, you know. Sorry.
Ash again says thoughts and prayers with Ronaldo and his wife. Heartbreaking situation, rivalry aside. You never walk alone. Facts.
No, it's true.
Yeah, there's nothing else to say really.
There's nothing else to say in it. Yeah, for real. Other than thoughts and prayers, man.
On that note, we are going to move to the second topic of the show. Liverpool versus Chelsea again. Now, Drifty, you're a man that believes in omens, right?
I mean, to a degree, I try not to.
10 years ago, Liverpool played Chelsea Football Club in the FA Cup final, which turned out to be, if I'm not mistaken, Kenny Dalglish's last game managing Liverpool Football Club. On that day, we lost 2-1. 10 years later, we are faced with the same task. This time, no. Oh, and last time, we'd also won the League Cup. This time, on penalties, by the way, as well. This time, we are now playing Chelsea and we are chasing a quadruple. Now, at the time of playing that game, we may have lost about in the Premier League. We might have lost in the semi-final of Champions League. Touch wood, we won't. But 10 years on, Chelsea is still one of the best teams in the Premier League. 10 years ago, we weren't even close. And we gave them a hell of a game, especially in that second half, when Kenny switched up the tactics, went 4-4-2. This game is big, Drift. How are you feeling about it? Without even going too deep, because obviously we'll do a preview close to the game. How are you feeling about the game?
Fucking hate Chelsea.
Oh, drift.
And I was looking, when I'm not going to say what I was doing because it's TMI, but
Pause.
It's when you get about 20 minutes to yourself, and you normally read a newspaper. And instead of reading the newspaper, I was just thinking about the season.
I'm tweeting, yeah.
There
goes my shirt up on my head.
No, my! Hold on. Why is it going sexual? Hold on.
I'm just saying.
No. I said it normally takes 20 minutes and you read a newspaper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So instead of reading the newspaper, I was just thinking about the season. And I can't believe that if everything goes to plan,
oh no,
Man City and Chelsea, between the two of them, stand in the way of destiny. I fucking hate the sight of both of those clubs.
Vice versa, Drift. Vice versa. We stand in their way as well.
Yeah, but they're not looking at destiny, though. All Chelsea are trying to do is salvage their season because obviously they were supposed to win the league. And now, even though they're World Club champions, so fair play, the FA Cup would be the crowning jewel and it would be the one that they'd want to like make the season feel a lot better. And Man City are trying to go for a double.
But here's the thing, Drift. As you said, they stand in their way, we stand in. Because again, let's be real. Chelsea don't win the FA Cup. They don't win the league. They don't win the Champions League. Chelsea have had a bad season.
I mean, technically, even the FA Cup's a bad season for them, Cal, considering they're supposed to win the league, right?
Yeah. I mean, Man City, we stand in the way of them doing a league and Champions League double potentially.
Yeah. We are standing in their way, but neither of their destinies looks anywhere near as good as ours currently.
No,
right. We've got the biggest, you know what I mean? Like we're looking at real destiny. Champions League and the Premier League has been done before. An FA Cup and the World Club Championship, I'm sure that's been done before. A quad's never been done. Therefore, like we're looking at real history here. And like I was just thinking about the fact that it's two clubs that I hate. And like maybe Man United is the only team you could throw in there that will go in with the level of hate I have for them in terms of like the rivalry. Like I hate Chelsea. You lot know already, like I hate Chelsea as a rivalry. Like I can't stand that club. I just see Mourinho's face from like 04 to like 07 or whatever it was. Then that smug prick running down the touchline in 13 and 14. Like I just see his face whenever I think about Chelsea. Do you know what I mean? Like I can't believe he nearly made me think he was an okay dude when he was at Tottenham. You know, just like, what am I doing? Like, come to your senses, Drip. Like, fuck Jose Mourinho and fuck Chelsea at the same time. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, the fact we got to play these guys again, man, I'm like, I want to play a game where the occasion is big, but I don't hate the rival. Like, if we lost to Crystal Palace in the FA Cup, as much as I'll be brewing, I'd be happy for them a little bit because they deserve a bit of good fortune within their history, right?
Yourself, bruv.
No. Maybe not in the immediate aftermath, but once I got to come out of my, anger, I'll be like, you know what, that was brilliant, man. Well done, Patrick Vieira. First black manager to win the FA Cup. Nah, boom. You know what I mean? Like, you did your thing, bro. Like, I'd be able to do that because I don't have any animosity towards them, bro.
Nah, not at my expense, bro.
But with Chelsea, no, man. No, I can't do that. And City, like I said to you lot, like I think it's gone under the radar a little bit because they don't have anyone naturally within their club other than that little rat that you dislike, and they kind of go about things in like a harmonic way. So it's quite hard to actually like have a hatred for them without really thinking about it. But without them, we'd have 4 Premier Leagues. So I hate them too. Now I'm sick of the sight of them as well. Now I'm like, why can't you look? Like, I don't care if we need our Kent or our Ryu or whatever it is. Like, nah, man, I just want them to go away now. Like, I really do. Like, I just, like, say, for example, I knew it was going to be Real Madrid in the final of the Champions League and it's Crystal Palace in the final of the FA Cup. I could actually enjoy it, even though I'd be apprehensive. I could enjoy it. But it's the fact that it's City and Chelsea that's really just irking me, man. Like, it really is. So, I'll go into that game hopeful. I'll go into that game confident because we are a better team overall. But on any given day, Chelsea can beat Liverpool, which is and the games have been very, very close. All 3 games have been draws, meaning there ain't really much between the two styles if you deep it, you know what I mean? So, oh man, fuck Chelsea, man. Seriously.
Matt, gonna come to you. 10 years ago, Drift, you're gonna have to help Matt out here still. 10 years ago, Matt, we played these guys, and going into the game, it was seen as a 50-50 game. However, and again, I don't even mean to dig him out. Jay Spearing started that game, and unfortunately, he was the reason why we conceded 2 goals.
It weren't really even, you know, Cal. If you remember the teams, it weren't even they had Drogba.
Well, this is what I was gonna say.
When Jay Spearing's in your midfield, you can't hope for anything, bro.
Well, here's the thing, Matt. Do you remember the starting lineup that day?
What, in 2012?
Yeah. And Drift, obviously, you can help out here. Do you remember who we had in goal?
Lord have mercy.
Goalkeeper.
That must have been.
It would have been Reina, right?
Reina, innit?
Reina's correct.
So it would have been all right. So in defense, then it would have been Aga.
Yeah.
And Carragher.
No, Skirtle.
Yeah.
And then right back Glenn Johnson.
Yeah.
And then left back was
What was Carragher, Cal?
Franceschi.
The way you asked that was joke. I said, where was Carragher, Cal?
Where was Carragher? I'm trying to remember.
He was on the bench. He was on the bench.
Was left back Franceschi?
No.
Hold on, we dropped Carragher for Skirtle in a cup final. Did we really do that?
Yes, Skirtle, bruv, that season, Skirtle and Aga formed a very good partnership.
Was it an Aurelio team?
I just still find that a bit mad, though. Like, I really do.
Was it an Aurelio team?
Jose.
Enrique.
I was going to say, yeah, it would have been Enrique. And then, was it Downing on the left?
No. You're skipping midfield.
No, you've done defense.
No, we done defense. We did midfield. They didn't play midfield, though.
Oh,
we played a free.
Midfield would have been Henderson, Gerrard, and Maxi.
No. So midfield would have been if it's
you just said Spearing. So was it Spearing, Henderson,
it would have been
and Gerrard?
Spearing, Gerrard. Hold on. Please tell me Spearing weren't playing DM. He weren't playing DM, was he?
Spearing was playing as the deep line.
You know, listen, you man, no cap. If Jay Spearing is playing DM, anybody's running past him, getting past him. You see Bruno Fernandes? Fam, he's on an island on his ones.
I'm not gonna lie. I was watching that game with my friend Chris, and you see when Spearing got subbed off. Yeah, he got subbed off in the second half. Little spoiler. My friend stood up and he clapped him and said, "Well done, mate. Well done for costing us the game." And I was like, "Raw." I was like, "See, bro." And he was like, "Shut up, bro. You cost us the game." Like, right, bro.
You know what? I can't. Is he Spearing?
The midfield three was Gerrard, Henderson, and Spearing.
Oh, I was right.
It wasn't really a midfield three, guys. It was a flat 5 still.
It was the fact that Spearing's playing holding, man.
Yeah, it was. But Lampard ate him up that day.
He destroyed him.
That was a prime Lampard as well. What were we thinking, man?
Bro, it was a prime Spearing as well.
Do you guys remember
a prime?
I remember the wing. It must have been Downing and Cout, fam.
No.
Was Maxi the one on the other side then?
No.
Downing was playing.
Who?
Hold on.
Downing's always there. Downing was always there in 2012.
This is the one I've forgotten about.
Oh, Pennant.
No,
not Pennant.
On the right hand side.
No,
Downing was playing on the right.
Downing was playing on the right. Oh, so it would have been.
Oh, Downing was playing on the right.
Hold on, 2012.
Think a golf club incident.
Oh,
No.
Bellamy.
No.
Bellamy.
Man like Bellamy, you know.
I like Bellas. I'm not gonna lie.
And then who was the lone striker?
He started the game was Louis.
Was it Suarez?
Yeah.
He must have looked at his own team sheet and thought it's gonna be a long day.
In
I
the
can't
second
believe
half,
that we managed to get through any form of like season where Bellamy and Suarez never came to blows.
they probably did behind the scenes.
That is two combustible
Oh
personalities
yeah,
on a
yeah,
football
yeah,
pitch.
yeah,
Oh
yeah.
my
To be honest,
days.
though, it probably was a thing where Suarez he just knew, like, don't go down that road with this brother. Because
Yeah,
Bellamy was mad though.
Bellamy is definitely one of the top 10 thugs in English football.
He had
Like, you
no
don't
neck
mess
as
with
well.
Bellamy.
He had no neck. Bellamy had no
Yeah.
neck.
yeah, well,
And
you know that
considering he had 82 injuries to his hamstrings, he lost no pace.
never lost pace.
None whatsoever.
Bellamy was he was kind of weird with his pace
We
because
were
like
unlucky. We got Bellamy either side of his best.
I was
self.
gonna say, bruv, do you know how far? You see, when we got Bellamy under was it under Rafa? Yeah,
Yeah.
under Rafa. Rafa just didn't. What it is with Rafa? Rafa doesn't like a maverick, even though it's like, bro, we're talking about Bellamy. Then
But he licked up another one of our players with a golf club, bro. I don't think that's maverick, bro.
no. But that wasn't first into his career. What into his Liverpool career?
Felon, bro.
With the Benitez, with the Risa thing in it. No. I'm not gonna lie. If I'm Risa,
bro. If one of you don't whack me up,
I'm gonna be
with a
real.
golf club, I'm expecting the other one who didn't whack me up to be like, you can't be a part of Kopish anymore. I don't know how you're gonna have the conversation, but if
you know what I
Matt
was
whacks me
gonna
up
say?
a golf club drift, I'm expecting to be like,
we can't be friends.
can't really
Man
be
said we can't
anymore.
be friends, bro. Man, no, but it's not even that. He whacked him up at a golf. So man came into his room, bro. Man came into his room, bro, and whacked him up. Do you know how deep that is?
And then did the
I
celebration.
told you, like, he was combustible.
Yeah, it's
man.
the celebration thing that done it for me. And Risa just like, I don't even know. All I know is that them man, I don't care what they say. After that moment, they were never friends.
No,
never. Couldn't have been. Risa could never have that. Bellamy done it, bro. Bellamy done it. No, was it Risa done it? No, it was Bellamy in it.
Yeah, it's Bellamy that did it.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. There's nothing more gangster than scoring a goal at the Bernabeu and doing the celebration of.
Fam, it's a disrespect though. You can't do them
it's
things.
It's a disrespect, but you gotta rate the gangster though, bro. You do.
It's a that's do you know what it is. You can't do
someone
that,
in my football team wrapped out of a golf club. Then we played the game together.
Yeah, and then man's gonna
did the celebration to say goal swing.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be honest, bro. We got to see each other after the game still.
No half time settings.
Yeah,
I'm not even waiting.
We might have to do a Kieran Dyer and a Lee Boyo.
Yeah, bro, do you know how peak that is? That's supposed to be, like, again, like, if you made a mistake, you made a mistake. But it's the fact of at that time, Mrs. Young Bellamy, at that time, he thought, I don't care. What? That's my. But I don't care about my teammate. I'll whack him up again. Man done the celebration just to say, yeah, I whacked him up. And what?
Randomly, do you guys think you should be given a red card for hitting your own player?
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have
it's
to.
This, yeah, because it's like it's.
I don't think that should be a red card. I think
man.
Anything you don't inflict on the opposition shouldn't count as a red card.
Guys, one sec, yeah.
You yourself are probably a maverick.
One sec.
That's the problem, bro.
No, I was actually a very calm footballer still. Remember, I was the one who was always getting kicked. So I used to just get up and laugh it off because I knew that I was getting to you. If you're fouling me, I know I'm better than you. So I just used to like get a buzz out of it. I think there was only one time somebody made me like angry, and it was when they stood on my leg after the foul, and I know they did it on purpose, and there wasn't no VAR, nothing like that in it. So I think that's the only time when I ever got angry about something like that.
Yeah, no, I don't know. You kind of got to in it because it's still violence at the end of the day, isn't it? You're being sent off for violent conduct, whether it's against an opposition, your own team. It's just a bit of a mad one, isn't it?
That was crazy, though.
That was crazy.
Oh, man, I was rooting for Dyer.
So was I.
I nearly stopped supporting Liverpool, you know.
Sorry,
remember the summer we were going to get Lee Bowyer?
Oh, yeah.
I would have actually quit. I'm not bullshitting. If we'd have signed Lee Bowyer, I would have quit.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Lee Bowyer.
No, that was just after we'd been done for all of that other stuff. No, there was no way. We'd have signed Lee Bowyer, I would have quit. I'm not even joking.
Couple man asking, should Milio got a red for the slap on Simic? No. Well, I'll be honest. There's a grey area there. There is a grey area there. You can't. I'm gonna be honest. I've had plenty of arguments.
That was just a woke him up slap, man.
Oh,
He glitched. You know, do you remember? He was like, on the pitch. And like, you know that way I told you when you bang the remote because the battery stopped working. Like, that's all it was, man.
I just don't know, Drift. Like,
that's all it was.
I don't know. Smash the like button if you haven't already, people. Make sure you do that. Gonna get through some of these super chats before we move on to the next topic. Sam Max Legend says, in Islam, we have a saying, it is God we are from and it is God we shall return. Thoughts and prayers to his family and also to the families all around the world whose young ones left us too early. Hey, Sam Max Legend, beautifully put. Beautifully put. And that is why Islam is one of the most beautiful religions out there as well. So big up to yourself. Maestro says, hope we are doing well, guys. Wondering if I can make your day even better by bringing up Lacazette and Xhaka. It's off topic, but where is Guna Lee? Well, randomly just speaking about them. Yeah.
Oh no, didn't you hear what Lacazette said today, bro?
No.
I'll paraphrase, but basically he was like, yeah, I'm not signing a new deal and I'm talking to a couple clubs. I need to play in Europe. Cal, how dare a striker of a club who could have got Champions League but haven't because you've got one goal from open play in 19 games, yeah? 4 goals all season, and you got the cheek to talk about your jumping shit. Nah, I'm sorry. Lacka threat is moving mad, bro.
We'll start calling him Lacka Lee from now on, bro. That's what we're gonna start calling.
Do you know how disrespectful that is, Cal? That would be like me telling you that I can't afford to pay back that £100 that you borrowed me last month. But then when we go somewhere, I pull up in a range.
I'm not gonna lie. Jasmine Sullivan, that car, bro.
Like, just coming from the lot, just coming up from the lot, baby. You'd be like, bro, you just told me you can't even pay me back that £100. But yeah, man's got you. Hey, look at the rims, though, bro. Look at the rims. Boying it, bro. Absolutely boying it, bro.
You'd be like, Cal, you've gone too far. I'd be like, big man, I ain't got far enough. The Football Connect shot says, hello team Kopish. So I was born on the same day of Origi, 18th of April 1995, so it's also happy birthday to me. We're gonna drop the beat for you later because the next segment is gonna be very telling.
Big up, though. Happy birthday, man.
Big up. Messi FC says, to be fair, Spearing had good technical ability. Good technical ability, I'd say. I don't like dumping on our old players though, because they're part of the process, isn't it? John the Second, big up John the Second. Make sure you check out his YouTube channel as well. Now, I can't lie, Bellamy broke down the story in a podcast interview not long ago. All I'm gonna say is Risa was asking for smoke he weren't prepared for. Hello. Yeah, I mean, yeah, maybe Risa said a few things, but I mean, when I have arguments with my teammates, I'm not expecting one of them to go to their boot and pick up a golf club for me. You know what I mean? I'd have to say something really wild for one of my teammates to weigh me in like that. But you know then again, not everyone's built like Bellamy.
Cal,
still.
There's not many things more deadly than a golf club, you know. It's like, wow.
There is no soft part of a golf club. Put it that way,
bro, that's not threatening behavior. That's like manslaughter, bro. That's peak, bro. Flipping hell.
Messi FC says that was the S process. No, it was a rough process to go through those Spearing days, but we're here now. Look where we are now. We're all the way up now. And look, how sweet is it we're here now? We wouldn't have appreciated as much if we were always high. We had to face those lows and look where we are now. So yeah, but it was rough. It was rough. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. It was rough. A couple of times where people might have wanted to check out and I wouldn't have blamed them still. But we move on to the last segment of the show before we do the FPO. Drift, hold back the tears, bro. Lord Origi time. It's his birthday, and there is talks that he's going to be off to AC Milan soon. So we thought we'd dedicate this little segment of Origi and his birthday. Firstly, in fact, first and foremost, for anyone's birthday today, Football Connect shots, or Divock Origi, Lord Origi as we call him. We're going to drop the birthday beat because it's what we do here. So happy birthday to both of you. Divock Origi drift.
Mm.
Couldn't say it much better here. Football without Origi is nothing. Now he looks like he's been moving on to AC Milan. And it's a celebration day. We don't want to be upset. We want to live in the moment, be happy for what he's done for Liverpool Football Club, should I say. Can we have a top 5 Divock Origi moments in a Liverpool shirt? And I purposely didn't ask you prepare for this drift because it's a very difficult thing. And
I was going to say that is going to. But let's do this. Let's do this.
Let's do it. And guys in the comments as well, we need your help on this. Top 5 Divock Origi moments at Liverpool Football Club.
Are we going to just accumulate 5 and then leave it at that? Or are we going to go from 5 to 1?
Let's accumulate 5. And then if we've got time, we'll see.
Yeah. Oh, we'll make time, Cal. We'll make time. It has to be the Pickford mistake header, Kop end, Merseyside derby. That's got to go on there. That has to, surely.
Okay, that's 1.
Corner taken quickly, without a doubt.
That's 2.
Champions League winning goal, without a doubt.
3.
Hat-trick in the League Cup.
I don't think he got a hat-trick in the League Cup.
Was it not a hat-trick, or was it only a brace?
Oh, sorry. Against Southampton. I thought you were talking about...
It was a hat-trick. It was a hat-trick, right?
Southampton League Cup, yeah. That was a hat-trick.
I mean, talk to me, bro. Give me some memories that you can think of from Divock.
I'm going to say his goal against Dortmund in the second leg.
And the first leg.
More the second leg, because that was the goal that really gave us belief again.
Sparked the comeback. Yeah.
Wolves this season.
It was a brilliant moment.
I'm also going to say...
when he went around the goalkeeper and scored that beautifully tight angled goal against Bournemouth.
I wouldn't say that's top 5. I wouldn't say that's...
No, but I'm just throwing some out there of moments that we can wedge in there. That was a brilliant finish though, bro.
The brace against Everton.
Oh, how can I forget? That was goal of the season. What am I talking about?
What else have we got?
A brace against Arsenal in the League Cup. Origi enjoyed Arsenal. I'm not going to lie. He had quite a few goals against them in the League Cups.
I had one at the tip of my tongue until you said that. Newcastle.
Yes.
18-19.
Yes, kept the title alive.
Ooh, there have been a few, innit? Scorpion kick.
Oh, yeah. Come on. That's got to go. Just for the uniqueness of it. I mean, it's not really a moment, but he did get the equaliser against West Brom when Klopp was like, "Look, can we start getting the support up again, please, guys?"
Yeah, no, that's one. Sunderland. If I'm not mistaken, he scored against Sunderland in Klopp's first. Or it might have been Brendan, one of the two, but we won the game 2-0. But he got an important goal in that game. Also scored two, I think, if I'm not mistaken, against Stoke. Came off the bench, scored 2 against Stoke, if I'm not mistaken. Obviously, the Bournemouth one from a tight angle. We've got a decent amount here. So let's weigh it down to the 5 now.
Let's not forget that finish against West Ham this time. It's not a top 5, but it's still a brilliant goal.
Big finish.
That brace you got against Arsenal in the League Cup was 2 brilliant goals as well. Like, one of them was like a scissor kick.
Yeah, scissor kick, and the other one he turned on the edge of the box and hit it first time.
Yeah, it's mad. It's actually mad. I think has he got 5 goals against Everton in total across his whole career, I think.
So one in the Funes Mori injury game. That was his first, if I'm not mistaken. Then he got one in the game where Coutinho scored the wonder goal. He's got the 3rd goal in that game. He got the brace in 1920. He got the Pickford one in 18-19. I think it is 5.
That makes him a legend already. 5 goals in Merseyside derbies. Not many players get to say they've done that at Liverpool.
Yeah, very true. Very true. All right. So the top 5 then. What are we saying for the top 5?
I'll say 5th on the list there will be the hat trick.
The Southampton hat trick.
Yeah, the South. And you get a hat trick, then that's got to be one of your biggest moments, isn't it?
Fair enough. I don't have that in my top 5.
Would you know it was a brilliant hat trick though?
I don't have that in my top 5.
I remember the goal that got the hat trick, man. Top corner, bro. Like
No, that was the hat trick goal was a header from Brad Smith cross. You're thinking about the second goal where he blasted it into the roof.
Okay, maybe I am. Yeah. Brilliant finish though. Then 4th would be in my head I'm trying to like work out what I'm gonna put first, second, so it's like making it a bit easier for me to think about the 4th one. I know what my top 3 is. So the brace against Arsenal. No. The brace against Everton in 1920.
Okay.
Then
So
the goal.
That's not 5, is it?
No, that's 4. That's 4. I'll put that as 4. Then Pickford, Derby goal again for 3.
Yeah.
Winning goal in the Champions League final at 2.
Yeah.
Rigi's top 5 goals. Okay.
And then corner taken quickly at number 1.
Okay, Matt, what's your top 5?
Ooh, top 5 moments.
Yeah, so I'm gonna throw out some of the moments that he's had that me and Drift have thought of. And
all right, number 1 for me.
Hold on, no, because you might have forgotten some. So I'm gonna read them all out for you. Pickford mistake, 90 plus 6 minutes. The Barca corner taken quickly.
Yeah.
The Spurs Champions League final winner. The Southampton League Cup hat trick.
Yeah.
The Dortmund goal in the second leg at Anfield. The Wolves goal this season.
Yeah, this season.
Brace.
Yeah.
The Arsenal brace in the League Cup fight. League Cup. The Newcastle goal in 18-19 to win us the game 3-2, and the Preston Scorpion kick.
For me, number 1 is easily corner taken quickly. That's the most iconic goal Origi will ever have in his whole career. I'm not even joking. His whole career.
There's an argument that might be one of the most iconic Liverpool goals ever.
Yeah,
of course it is.
It is. Full stop. Do you know what I mean?
No, it is. To do 1 to 5. All right, number 2. Oh, bro, this is real. All right, let me do. All right, I'm not number 1. Let me do the lot. All right, so I'll do 5 to 2 then. Yeah. All right, 5 would be. The hat trick against the one we got Southampton. That's 5.
Yeah.
4. Iconic. It might be the goal against it's the goal against Everton. Pickford one.
Yeah.
3. Oh, because I know what 2 is. 2 for me is the goal against Spurs in the final.
Yeah.
So the 3rd one would be maybe the goal against. Oh, not iconic. I'm gonna do this. This guy's got a great catalogue of goals.
Moments. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I'm not gonna lie. He's got so many moments that some people will just be like jealous of. What's the 3rd one? I'm gonna go for the goal against Dortmund.
Yeah. So that's my 5. My 5
goal
is the
against Dortmund.
Goal against Dortmund, the Everton brace, 90 plus 6, and then Champions League final against Spurs, and then Barca. I tell you what did push me close though, that Wolves game this season. Because
Yeah,
that for me,
do you know?
restored some belief.
Funny you say that, because what's so mad is that if we was to win the league this season, that's one of the games you could look back on and go, we might have won the league here. At that point, would look like we're going to draw the game. We would have dropped 2 points. Bro, do you want to know? Let me tell you something as well. You see Origi's goal, that pivot, Cal, was not easy, you know, the way he pivoted. Bro, it wasn't easy, bro. He made it look easy. But here's the thing. Divock Origi just got this knack of, like, under pressure, being able to just, like, he just sees the goal. We don't see nothing else in it. He's clutch. He's clutch. Here's what I would say, like in NBA, when we say, in NBA, we say you got the clutch gene in it.
Yeah.
He's got it. Yeah, he's actually got it. I genuinely feel like, even if you feel like maybe sometimes he's not as good as maybe what you expect or whatever, I think he's a quality player. But when it comes to clutch moments, I think he actually excels, bro. Like, when the lights are shining bright and we're saying, can you finish off the job or take us there? I'm not going to lie to you, bro. There's not many more people in Liverpool's history that I would want ahead of Divock Origi. So if you said to me it's a final and who's going to be your sub to bring onto the pitch, I want Divock Origi. Like, if there's a tight game and there's only 5 minutes left, I want Divock Origi. Bro, this guy, no matter what you think about him, when it comes to just like being right place, right time, and having that mentality of just doing what needs to be done, brother, Origi normally always answers the call, bro. We have to be honest.
Very true. Anything you want to add to that, Drift?
I mean, it's one of them things where I came to the realization a long time ago, Liverpool don't fully appreciate him. And for his career to flourish, he needs to move on. And, you know, I like Origi enough to want him to move on in order to go and fulfill that. Because I'll be able to still enjoy watching him play for AC Milan, do you know what I mean? So it's mad because I don't think, you know, I know a lot of people will be like, oh man, Drift, why are you talking about Origi again or whatever? And I get it. It might become a little bit draining when you don't feel the same way about a player, or it's like, come on, man, let's just move past it because Klopp's clearly not going to play him or whatever. So I get that people got a bit annoyed that I would always like bring him up in conversation. But the reason I would bring him up in conversation is because I didn't want it to get lost. As you lot know, I'm not one of them people who follows the fashion of football. Like, that's why people always say I've got wild takes. Like, I will look outside the box. Yeah, I think Ralph Hasenhüttl would do a brilliant job at a big club. Yeah, he might get beat up every now and again at Southampton, but he's a good manager. Like, I see things a bit different to other people. And Origi is one of those players that I don't get why nobody else can see it, but I can. So I'll always champion it. And he's backed up my feelings towards him as a player numerous times, you know what I mean? And then like, he might fall out of favour. You won't see him for a couple of months and then people forget about him and go, oh, Origi and all that stuff. But I'm like, look at this season. The guy has got, was it 5 goals and 3 assists? And I think if you combined all the minutes together that Origi's played this season, has he even played like 400 minutes of football? But yet he's got 5 goals and 3 assists. Like, it kind of goes under the radar a little bit.
Yeah.
Like, against AC Milan, brilliant finish from Salah. But did you see the assist from Origi? Like, if it was the other way round, we'd probably be talking about the assist because it was Salah who flicked the ball over. Do you get what I mean? Like just little things where I'm like, I don't truly ever think people, like, even if it's just for that moment, gave enough. Like, I think the only time I realised that the appreciation for him was the Wolves goal this season. Everybody did like realise that was such a big goal and give him his flowers at that moment. But just in general, I don't think people ever truly appreciate how hard it is to be on a bench, play no football, hardly be a part of the team, have to deal with the fact that you're watching your career kind of like, you know, stagnate. But then when you're called upon, be ready to come in and do what needs to be done. Like, it's just one of them things where, for me, I will appreciate what Origi's done for the club over these last like 4, 5, 6 seasons, just as much as I'm going to appreciate some of the biggest moments. Like, when people say to me, do you remember the Klopp era? For me, Divock Origi is cemented in that Klopp era just as much as a lot of the other players, because without his moments, half of what we achieved, if not more, probably wouldn't even have happened within that situation. So it's just, yeah, man, it's sad that he's leaving. I'll always appreciate what he did. And I hope everybody knows that he is literally one of the biggest cult heroes in Liverpool's history. And if they don't, then I'm just very disappointed. I'm just very disappointed if you don't realize how much of a cult hero Divock Origi is, and I'm very disappointed. You know what I mean? And barring 1 or 2 injuries, he could have been a Liverpool GOAT. And I'll always believe that. I genuinely, I'll always believe that. Because he's got every single attribute you could ask for to be a world-class striker. Every single one. There's not one attribute that he isn't good enough at, that if he played week in, week out, from the beginning of his career under the right manager, he could not have excelled. Any of these guys we're looking at now, these Adeyemis and all these guys, whatever attribute is good about them, Origi's got it. Height, pace, speed, finishing. Like, whatever it is, Origi has it already. Mentality, all of it. So it's just a shame. It's such a shame his career at Liverpool hasn't gone how it should have.
I hear you, Drift. I hear you. Mr. Say It Drift says he is the first player I'll be watching when he moves. Kadir, big up Kadir, says scorpion kick in the it was a League Cup this year.
Yeah, it was a League Cup.
Control and lob against Everton 2 years ago. Facts again. Yeah. The guy leaves with a catalogue many are gonna be envious of, and he will leave with all the best wishes. And let's hope he gets this quad to his name before he leaves as well.
Oh, yes, he can, bro. Yes, he can. I've seen Divock Origi beat
man.
players.
I disagree.
Yeah,
with that. Origi's actually
like,
kind of good in a one-on-one situation. In my
yeah,
Oh,
I actually think
100%.
he lacks intensity, aggression, and
But bro, that's because he's one of those like kind of like not like a
club team. I say I don't think he lacks.
oh yeah. Maybe he's got an elegance about him why he doesn't have what you're saying, Cal. Like he likes to play football not in slow motion, but you know, like I think he likes to like just slow things down a bit and not play it at like a frantic mad pace. Like he's not that type of guy. But go and watch him play for Belgium even this season. He can beat players. But when he played for Belgium a couple of months ago, he beat like 2-3 players and had a beautiful shot that was saved at the near post. Like he's not like an he's not a Hazard or anything like that.
Yeah,
but he's got the ability to beat a player. He's got feet, you know. Hey, Origi's got feet. Don't get it twisted. It's one of the first things that Matt said to me when we first signed him back in the day. He was like, don't underestimate how skillful Origi is. Go back and look at, was it World Cup 2006, Matt, when he burst on?
No. It was 2000 and... Oh, no.
What World Cup would that have been?
No.
2014.
20, yeah.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, bloody hell. 2010. Why talking about like the man's rolling his? But
bro, you see, from a technical point of view, people actually sleep on this because what's the matter is that he actually has technical ability that you won't even realize that is there, bro. Origi's got feet, bro. He's got technical ability, and the thing is as well is like if you think about his catalog of goals as well, some of the goals he scored. That's someone that kind of shows you like they're technical now, seeing what they have at their disposal. Bro, left foot, right foot, headers, half volleys. Bro, Origi can do it all. Bicycle kicks, bro. Origi, scorpion kicks, bro. Origi has got it all. And from a technical point, I think he's very, very underrated. That people might see at another club because when you play more, you're more confident. Remember, when you're not playing as much, you kind of play a little bit within yourself at times. I feel like there's times when he has played within himself because I'm thinking, bro, the Origi when I remember was at Lille, yeah, and when he first came to Liverpool, and when I saw him play, I was like, nah, this brother here, like, brother, he's got technical ability. And I never forget what Vincent Kompany said as well. He was like, when we signed Origi, he was like, oh, Liverpool getting Origi, like, how do you feel about that? And he was like, he's a great young player, and not only that, he goes, mark my words, he's a technical monster. Those exact quotes. Quote me if I'm wrong, people. He said he's a technical monster. Bro, Origi has technical ability. It's just that we probably don't see it enough when you don't play week in, week out.
Do you remember against Preston last year when he saw his number going up on the board, so he just shifted it and banged it in and was like, all right, Klopp, yeah, you're bringing me off, yeah.
Bro, do you know, let me say something this for now. If Origi played, in my opinion, between 30 to 40 games where he actually started, like we're talking start, not as a sub, but a start, I'm going to say he gets close to 20 goals, if not 20. I think Origi can be a 1-in-2 striker.
I have no doubt that
I
that's
think he can get close to that.
Really quick answer to this one. Mr. Dare I say it just says, where does D9 rank as a finisher in the league?
I mean, overall, then that's obviously you've got players that are way above him.
I'd say top 20.
For Liverpool, maybe Sturridge in the last 10 to 15 years.
We're talking about right now. We're talking about right now.
Right now.
Oh, right now. Oh, right now. Oh, fine. He's probably in the top 10 right now of actual natural finishers. Yeah,
No,
he's probably in the top.
Probably, I'd say top.
Probably
15.
in the top 10. Like you got, there's not many people who are a better finisher than Origi in the league right now. Like, no, I will stand by that 100%. Ronaldo, Kane, like it's your obvious ones. Like
I say Vardy still is as well.
Yeah, like, but it's all the obvious ones. Do you know what I mean? Like, all the obvious people. If you go through it, it's just all the obvious ones that are above him. He's the best finisher at Liverpool, in my opinion, like natural finisher.
Right.
So good luck to him, man. I wish him all the best, like I really do. I really hope he goes to AC Milan. And you know what? He couldn't be going to a better club in terms of like history. They're on the way back now. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like brilliant. Like, you know what I mean? He'll get to play a season with Ibrahimovic, hopefully. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I wish him well, man. I really, really hope the rest of his career. Was he 26?
Yeah.
Like, he's still not even old.
Who, what, Origi?
Maybe 26 or 27.
No, he just turned 27 today.
Oh, is it? Okay. Well, even so, like, he's coming into his peak years, isn't it?
But he's just turned 27. I reckon Origi going to... It's mad, isn't it? Because like I said before, I think it's a very good move for him.
And if we can just have one more Origi moment before the season's over, please, there's nothing I want more. I don't care which competition it is. I just want one more Origi moment. I just want one more.
I want it to be,
please.
If I could pick a moment, just a moment, I'd want it to be Champions League final against Man City. Yeah. I want him to pick up the ball from, say, 20 yards and just pack it in.
Yeah.
And then have the T-shirt that says "Football is nothing without me." Hey, bro. Divock, if you're watching...
No, Matip would have to lift up his one and he'll say it's nothing without Origi. That's what it would have to be.
Something like that. But I'm not going to lie. That would be the most goaty
But you know what? If the Champions League final is too much to ask for, because then he goes into goated status if he gets the winning goal in 2 Champions Leagues, which I'll take.
It wasn't a winning in the first.
Nah, I can't. Let's let it go.
If you scored the second goal in the 2-0, you scored the winning goal.
It's Origi's moment.
Sorry.
But I would even take a winning goal against Chelsea to win us the FA Cup, the only trophy that Klopp hasn't won in his tenure.
Even that,
that right there would still be a beautiful moment. If he gets the winning goal against Chelsea, you know what I mean, to get Klopp the only trophy he hasn't won as a Liverpool manager, then... And do you know what's crazy, guys? Which does put a little bit more pressure on that FA Cup game, but obviously, like, we live for it. If we do win the FA Cup, will that not make Klopp only second to Alex Ferguson as like the only man, like the manager who pretty much won in Europe, won all the domestics, like won the World Club, like literally to have like completed the set of like all of the types of trophies you can win, innit? I think that is there, I don't think there's any other manager apart from Fergie that did that, right?
I think you're right.
Yeah, I don't think so. Yeah, I think you're right.
Because Wenger never got a European one, Mourinho never got a European one. So only Fergie would be the only one who did like the whole set, Europe, domestic, World Club, Championship, like the whole like set. Pep is close. That's true. Pep's close to being able to do that. He's got 2 more. Pep would have to win the Champions League and the World Cup Championship. But so he might be able to get Klopp the GOAT. If we win the FA Cup, then Klopp is GOATed, even if he isn't already GOATed. So if Origi can even get that winning goal in the FA Cup, I'll even take that. Or the winning goal against Wolves on the final day while Coutinho smashing the top corner in Aston Villa away. Whatever, innit? I'll take whatever, man.
Ash said, got a feeling D9 might get unleashed on Sunday against the Blues. Klopp gonna rest a few with the Villarreal game ahead. We'll see. Well,
he loves the goal in the Merseyside derby, so why not, innit? Why not?
All right. Next topic, which should only take a couple of minutes, but we'll just touch on it. Where's my money? Apparently, it's Standard Chartered might not be our shirt sponsor once the deal is finalized. Currently, they are on a £40 million a year deal. Apparently, Liverpool are looking to now up that to 40 plus million. So they may not be our shirt sponsor anymore. Again, no further information. Don't know who's in the running to be shirt sponsor. Don't know who's not. Guys, £40 million is not bad at all. And like with the Nike deal, we saw, if rumors are to be correct, the Nike deal paid for the Diaz deal. So we're in a very profitable situation right now. If we get another shirt sponsor over the line, which eclipses the deal we're on now, how big is it for the club?
I need two pieces of information just quickly, if any of you know it. What is the actual biggest shirt sponsor at the moment in terms of like amount?
Probably United.
I think it's in. Was it what they got about? Is it? What did they?
Chevrolet, I think.
Chevrolet, innit?
No, I know it's Team Viewer.
Oh yeah. Team Viewer thing, innit?
Because was there was one point when it was a Spanish club that had like a really crazy amount, wasn't there, on their shirt sponsor? I can't remember who it was.
Let me see if I can find that.
And the other thing is, if you're looking for a sponsor, right?
Yeah.
And
so
you're the biggest. Yeah, go on.
Man United's deal is 235 mil over 5 years, which equates to 47 mil per year.
Okay, so they must hold the Premier League top one at the moment then.
Yeah.
Why would we want anything less than that at the very least, considering that we are the biggest brand in football? Like right now, like if you're going over like the last few years, we're the biggest team in football. Like, we need to have a sponsor that actually, like, because you remember when bad mind things used to happen, like Adidas weren't willing to give us a good deal back when our shirt sponsor finished. Was it 2007 maybe or 6? You know, somewhere around then when Adidas wouldn't give us a good deal. Yeah, they tried to do us hella dirty. And then we ended up getting... No, actually, what am I talking about? It would have been 2012, wouldn't it? Because then we went to Warrior.
So looking at it now, Real Madrid with Emirates, annual value is 70 mil euros. Then Wolfsburg, their deals over a longer period. In terms of yearly, though, Man United on 55 million euros. So yeah, and Chelsea on 47 annually.
No, but that just got taken away from them, didn't it?
For now, again, I won't speak on that Chelsea stuff. But yeah, we
need to be in that company. I'm sorry, again, I mean no disrespect, because it's only rivalry I'm talking about, not the people and whatnot. But Chelsea with a bigger sponsorship than Liverpool, get the fuck out of here.
What are we doing money for that sort of stuff?
What are we doing here? Like, how can Liverpool have a smaller sponsorship than Chelsea?
That is kind of mad still.
Because it's the newest sponsorship. Ours has been with Standard Chartered since 2019. Oh, it's 2019. But
football's kind of mad.
Yeah, I think I remember us renewing it, Cal. You know, I think I do remember it. Well, either way, like we can't have a worse sponsorship than Chelsea.
John Conway saying that we should sponsor them. I'm gonna be real. We ain't got the facilities for that, bro.
Yeah. We ain't got the facilities for that, big man.
They'd have to sponsor us, so we could sponsor them. Like, if put it this way, if you hear that Liverpool are sponsored by Team Kop-Ish, they're cleaning money in it. That's all I'm saying.
Facts.
They're cleaning money.
But I'll be in the thingy, be like, I'm rich, bitch. Like, ragga.
So it'll be interesting to see how that one pans out. Bejan Barnes says, big up, fellas. Sea Drift, I planted the seed about Coutinho. Logo, the crypto one, like UFC, would be sweet. Would be a big one. Yeah, crypto.com are sponsoring UFC, or one of their main sponsors. So yeah, that'd be interesting to see if we go down that route.
You see, crypto, they got their money in the pie right now. You know, in basketball, they've actually got the naming rights to the Lakers stadium. It's now called the Crypto Arena, bro.
Raw.
Bruv, it's called the crypto.
I'm not
arena.
gonna lie. In America, money talks more than
Bruv,
anywhere
it
on the
used to be.
planet.
Like,
yeah,
I
yeah.
still can't get over it. Like for me, still Staples, but bro, it's now the crypto arena.
And the Staples
Bruv.
Center is like legendary, bruv. Like
Yeah.
everybody knows the Staples Center. It
I've
don't even
been
matter
there,
if you don't
bro.
like.
Man's been
That's
Staples,
mad.
bro. Been there when it was Staples. I'm so glad I went there before it turned to crypto. But another thing, sport is changing and money does talk. Even Barcelona, they're gonna have Spotify on their shirt sponsor, if I'm not mistaken. They're having Spotify, if I'm not mistaken. If correct me if I'm wrong, people next season.
Yeah, but Spotify is
That's
one of the
big
biggest
money if I've
companies.
ever
man.
heard
But Barcelona never even used to have a sponsor on their shirt. I don't know if you guys remember.
Yeah, it was part of their tradition, but they squashed all that and then they started to get a
No.
few in it.
They were
Fam.
never in a £1 billion debt either, but yeah, we moved.
Yeah, for
Yeah, it's a bit mad that Barcelona got
I've
out of
never seen a team in a £1 billion worth of debt come out of debt so quickly and start signing players so quickly. It's magic.
Yeah, it's peak, innit? It's actually mad.
Hey ho, let me load up my Spotify playlist, All right. Come to that
Yeah.
time of the show, people, where we see who is leading on a different
boy.
leaderboard.
This
Right.
is what we don't say now, innit?
This is where we don't say
Mark!
so. This is where we just read out stuff.
We should just read out the
No.
information.
This is where we get on Mark because I want to know
No,
where
this is
Mark
where
is.
you beef Mark, bro. I ain't beef.
Yeah,
with
you
Mark.
can beef
I-
Mark if you want.
Yeah, not where I
Then
am.
he can bring out your tally.
It's that
I'm not
time.
beef- beefing Mark.
we can do the Spider-Man thing, innit? You flop. No, you flop, brother. You flop.
We've been flopping for months now still.
Yeah.
But let's do it. FPL update. So we're about to find out.
If
Who's top?
if Ash, obviously we'll get to Ash's super chat. If that is true, that is mad.
Let's just say it now. Ash says Barca sold the new camp name to Spotify. Camp Spotify. Surely not.
If it is called Camp Spotify, that is mad.
Bro, money talk, bro.
Is that true, Matt? Is it called Camp Spotify now?
have
I'm gonna
no
find
idea.
that right now.
I have no idea. Right.
Wow.
FPL. Last week, Marcus was still in the lead. And he's still in the lead. Only 22 points this game week. You know, I say that. I don't even know what my tally was this game week. So I'm not going to say it like that. Marcus,
Well, you lot grill me when I only got 25, so clearly it's low, right?
It was but it was a low game week. It was a low game week from the looks.
You know
of it.
what? To be fair, it will be better to be updated at the end of the week because remember we do have all the midweek games which count for this week. So to have like 48 already, for example, from Glamour Boys is actually really good because half the games still haven't been played. So I will give Marcus a bly on that.
I've just seen.
Sorry, guys.
I just saw my weekly score, bro.
Yeah, man. No. Let's not talk about our weekly scores, bro. Apparently, the stadium will be renamed the Spotify Camp Nou. I'm not even gassing you.
That's mad.
That's mad.
Fam, when I say they got the bag, yeah, there's a reason why they're able to get players. They got the bag still.
The big
I think Barca got the bag.
Glamour Boys in second, up to second. Poundland FSG in third. Coppers
That's tight though, only 8
in
points
fourth.
between.
Yeah.
He's
Crazy.
mad.
Roughton in fifth. Mark A in sixth. Mark A with 13 points.
Hey, Mark, 13 points with your big age. Mark!
Mark is
I'm not gonna lie. That's probably. I'm not gonna lie. That's what. Even though I've forgotten to play, that's one of the lowest point tallies I think I've ever seen ever.
You man keep on digging out Mark, bro.
No. But that's what I'm gonna say in it. I'm just saying week by week thing, innit?
Come for the king, you better not miss, innit?
We're not kings though, Drift, bro. Not in this thing, bro.
No, we're not.
I'm gonna do that typical thing, innit? I'm a king.
On that wilder flex, yeah.
13 points.
This world, this weird world we live in now, where everyone calls themselves a king or a queen. This is ridiculous.
Trust me. Lockdown FC in seventh. Celta by Michael Edwards in eighth. Free Smoke up to ninth. Scoop down to 10th.
Oh, Scoop.
Yeah,
That's a Man United right there.
Jota Sheriff That's a big name, by the way.
Yeah, I
At
like that.
11.
I like that. I like that.
AJ in 12th. The Invincibles, Arsenic in 13th. The Great One, Jamil Ahmed in 14th. And in 15th, the best name in my opinion, Bossin Puddlefoot. Boy, looks like Marcus is gonna be getting that trophy or the prize at the end of the season, shall I say. Absolutely been brilliant throughout the whole of this campaign. Can Mark regain that spark he had earlier on in the campaign? Time will tell. Time will tell. Kay says, did you guys hear about the Ronaldo news? Yes, we touched on it earlier in the show.
Yeah. No, sad. Obviously
news.
sad. Yeah,
horrible.
man.
Right, guys. Come to the end of the show. Obviously, you know what we're going to ask. We're going to ask you to like, comment, and subscribe. We're also going to ask you to follow us on social media. We're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. So make sure you give us a like and a follow on those platforms. And also, guys, the Monday show and the Friday calling show, you can now listen to on all your favorite podcast streaming platforms, even Spotify. Hashtag Barcelona. Barca. So make sure you do listen to us if you can't watch the show. We are going to be back tomorrow evening. Liverpool versus Man United under the bright lights at Anfield. Live match watch along as well as the post-match instant reaction. So make sure you tune in for that as well. Got a busy week for you guys. So make sure you keep up to date with all of the stuff we do via following us on social media and switching on the notification bell. Matt Drift, anything you want to say before we take the people out?
Looking forward to tomorrow, man. And
Yeah, man.
you see tomorrow?
Let's go to
Big game.
So, guys, could you just quickly drop the fantasy code for a few people in the chat? Because a few people are asking what the actual code is. So I know, Matt, you've got it on deck usually. Can you bring it up, please, bro?
Yes, we do.
There we go.
There you go, guys.
Nice and bold.
So anyone who's listening and can't see, it is, well, the password is 6J for Juliet, R for Romeo, Y for Yankee, N for November, S for Sierra. That is 6 Juliet, Romeo, Yankee, November, Sierra. And the name is hashtag Kop-Ish with a hyphen between the P and the I.
There you go.
Adeyemi is streaming on Twitch right now. Is that true?
Well, I might have to go and invade still.
Just go in there with loads of liver birds and see if he smiles.
In fact, let's not even promote that. Let's not promote that.
No. I mean, that's not abuse, but yeah, obviously, don't go and
don't spam him. Don't spam.
Yeah, don't
spam my man still.
But I think that it wouldn't be considered abuse, but just don't.
But yeah, they'll just get blocked for spamming. But please, people, smash the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for joining us this live stream. Until we see you tomorrow night, have a great rest of the day. Stay safe, stay blessed. We are Kopish and we are out, people.
Divock Origi. Divock Origi.